Hey everyone across the multiverse here. Today we are going to do something different. We are basically going to talk about, is Cosmic Armor Superman or Thought Robot is the strongest character in DC? Well, we are going to answer this question and you might be shocked to hear this like the answer actually. So let's get started. So first of all, who is Cosmic Armor Superman? Cosmic Armor Superman is basically a robot created by Dax Novu, the Dark Monitor, which is also called Mandrakk, basically. Yeah, the same guy he basically fought. He made Cosmic Armor Superman when he was not an insane, when he was not a villain. He basically made this robot because he knew only Superman can defeat him, and he knew that at one point he will basically go crazy and he will become a villain and try to destroy all of the existence. So he made a contemporary, like he made something that can stand a chance against him, and in case he basically goes insane, Cosmic Armor Superman can stop him. So Cosmic Armor Superman basically starts and gets the strength by the fusion of New Earth Superman and Ultraman, who are basically exact opposite of each other. He is basically a sentinel thought robot, a living suit of pure thought powered by symmetry, memories, duality, probabilities, and possibilities. The purpose of, as I stated, was basically monitors made him so that just in case, until in the ultimate doomsday machine, he's basically the ultimate doomsday machine as he can adapt to any strength. So he was made as an ultimate doomsday machine to defend all of the existence against the greatest threat, who is Mandrakk the Dark Monitor, basically. He exists on outside the multiverse. He basically exists outside the DC multiverse and operates in the monitor sphere beyond space, time, and causality. Monitor sphere is basically the highest level of order in entire DC. So yeah, he's basically above any character you have seen almost. Like you must have heard that True from Darkseid is unbeatable. He is like in sphere of gods and all of that stuff. But in reality, if you think about it, Cosmic Armor Superman is beyond all of this stuff. Like for him, all of the sphere of gods is like a rice, like a grain of single rice, basically to him. That's how powerful Cosmic Armor Superman is. He is basically a meta aspect. He is a plot device. He is just created so that he can defeat any threat that is being put on the DC universe, DC multiverse, DC canvas. It's not even about universe. It's actually a threat to like comics. I will explain in one of my videos about Mandrakk. I am planning on making one. I will explain how it was not just about like multiverse or universes. That's too low for Cosmic Armor Superman. Like the guy he fought was basically a threat to all of existence, and how was he a threat to all of existence? I will explain in my next video because this will get a bit longer. So now let's come back to the topic. Basically, what are his power and natural abilities? He is basically higher dimension conceptual being. He is high outer versal, into not boundless exactly, but high outer versal. I mean, he has not really shown anything that's not boundless, but usually boundless is like only for characters who are omnipotent, and we have not really seen anything that makes him omnipotent. Omnipotent basically is anyone who is the god, basically, in simple words. Now he has reactive evolution. He can instantly adapt. Like you must have seen Saitama. Like multiply this Saitama's adaptation to infinitely, and he will basically become Cosmic Armor Superman. He is above space and time. He can do reality, space, time, and conceptual manipulation. He is aware of the fourth wall. Basically, he knows that he is in a comics and he is a fictional being. He is not like an actual character, and he can even like do narrative interaction and can even feel the breath of the reader. Basically, when you are reading the comics, he could feel your breath. He is basically nigh omniscience, nigh omnipresence, and nigh omnipotence within the story context. Even though you could put him like omnipotence, omnipresent, nigh omniscient, like omniscience. But then again, the one problem with this thing is basically we have not really. When you call someone omnipotent, you must at least need some type of evidence that he is basically the creator. But at least it was stated. So it was nowhere stated that he was not the god or he was not the one who created everything. So he is not considered like omnipotent, but he has shown zero. No, I guess he has shown something like a problem where he got damaged and had to adopt. Then now this does put him below omnipotence, but then even then you can somehow make a case if you want to rank him that he made it so the story goes further, which is true because he basically plays with the story. But that's not how it was. He is not omnipotent. He is basically almost omnipotent. His attack potency is high outer versal level. Now, well, why outer versal level? Because he is beyond comics, he is even beyond the beyond comics. Like, he does not exist outside the universe, he exists outside the comics itself. So he treats comic as a fiction itself. So that's why he is an high universal character who operates on a scale beyond infinite multiverses, beyond infinite dimensions, beyond infinite timelines basically. Now what are his biggest feats? He basically defeated Mandrakk, who is Dax Novo, who was basically a being feeding on the concept of existence, holding the 52 universes in his hand. Now this is just a conceptual 52 universe. It does not mean just 52 universe. In actually he was basically beyond everything. Now he basically lifted the book of Limbo, who is an infinite page book containing all of existence, every possible story, all occupying the same space. Basically every story within DC community, not the community, within DC stories exist on his fingertip. So what does that mean? Does that mean that all of the stories you have seen before him, like where True Form Darkseid came and all of that stuff, I mean, I'm not sure if True Form Darkseid came before him or after him, but every story that exists within DC is like can like come on its fingertip. He can control it through fingertips. He basically held 52 universe in his hand, like basically the entire Dax Novo stuff. He basically survived the bleed of 50 universe, a destructive force capable of inheriting creation itself. He basically withstood the heat of 10 billion suns, each created by Lucifer and ready to be worse than hell itself. So basically, he survived 10 billion hell basically. He stood outside the multiverse, shattered Mandra's containment tube basically, which held the entire multiverse simply by arriving. Received the reader basically, he could hear the readers breathing and feel them turning the comic pages. Well, I didn't even know about that. Anyway, he is basically self-aware. He has narrative ability, meta perception. He can basically hear Lois Lane's heartbeat across universe. Can hear Amanda screaming even after he ceases to exist. Basically, even he could hear it when he exists actually. Now, the narrator framed him as the embodiment of Superman archetype itself, as strong as it needs to be because he is Superman and he has to save the way. In simple words, now, even though in power scaling people do not do that because they are like, no, that's hyperbole and all of that stuff. But in reality, he is basically Saitama on drugs, to be honest. I mean, I am not, this might get it flagged, but anyway. He will basically win against every character who is not omnipotent himself. So, you have to be omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent in order to defeat him. Otherwise, this character will absolutely defeat you. Why? Because he is supposed to defeat you. He is a being who is made to defeat you, basically. And now, we can make even a case for omnipotent characters if like the creator says so. But right now, we are by rules of fiction. Omnipotent character can't lose, which is true. So, we are not going to include that one. Other than that, every character you have seen, pre-retcon beyond the True Form Oblivion, Lucifer Morningstar, Michael, etc. Every character you have seen, the strongest in comics and anime, basically your cartoons, they will lose to him. Now what is tier? As I said, his tier is high outer versal with immeasurable omnipresence speed. He is omniscient, basically he knows everything and everything. You can even make a case that he is omnipresence and omniscience, but not just omnipotent. Well, because he is not omnipotent, he was damaged. But he knows everything. He knows who are the viewers. He knows who is reading the comics. He knows everything within the multiverse. He knows everything within the DC comic. He knows he is a fiction. He knows he is a fictional character. So he knows everything, basically everything. He exists everywhere. His speed is insane. Some people say that he will lose to Valley West because his speed is faster than teleportation. Well, this guy exists everywhere. I mean, it's not stated. I am just guessing. At best, you can, let's say you don't want him to be omnipresent, considering that he is outside of everything. Even, let's say, because of that, you are not going to put him as omnipresent spell. Why? Because it's not stated. He still is basically beyond multiverse. Wally West exists within the, multiverse. And I think some of his forms exist outside the multiverse, but we do know that, Cosmic Armor Superman exists outside the DC canvas, basically. He is within the part of DC Comics, basic monitor player, who is part of the overworld, and he could damage. Remember one thing: the guy he defeated was basically a part of DC Comics. Now, what does that mean? The comics you read, basically he fought one of the pages, one of the part of the pages of the comics where it's drawn. I know this might get confusing, but kind of think this way: basically some part of the comic you were reading got detached and decided to fight Cosmic Armor Superman, and you know how strong that would be. So yeah, that's how basically it was. So in simple words, Cosmic Armor Superman is high outer versal with immeasurable to omnipresent speed, and he has nigh omniscient to omniscient amount of knowledge about everything. Now, is he the strongest character in DC? Well, the answer is no. Why? Because in DC there exists an omnipotent character called Presence, who is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresence basically. And he is basically the god of the universe, and he is the one who created everything. Now he can make Cosmic Armor Superman as the strongest character, but I do think he kind of made Superman the second strongest character in the entire DC. Even though a lot of people say he's lower than Lucifer Morningstar, I personally don't put him lower. I personally put him above, because in the end, I believe even if, let's say, he is weaker than Lucifer Morningstar, Superman will get stronger, adapt, and will become finally the second strongest character in the entire six. So yeah, he's not the strongest character in the entire DC. I do consider him the second strongest character in the entire DC. So yeah. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon and like this video, and let me know in the comments. Let me know what type of video you want me in next. I will make a video in the next video. Bye bye.